Hi, welcome back to the mystery shape along, where we've just finished part 3 and now we're moving on to part 4. So I'm Hui Pei from Pocket Yarnlings. So if you've been joining us all along, then you know that I've actually intentionally made this into a shape along rather than a crochet along. And for this particular section, we'll be talking about controlling limb direction without any wires. So the general idea is I will be comparing the crocheting the right leg versus the left arm. So as you can see between the two examples, there is some intent behind the direction of the limbs that I wanted to create, which is why they were made in a certain way, and how I've managed to angle them in different directions without even having to add any wires inside. So for the first part, we will just get I will show you what I mean by the difference in the angles by showing the spot weight yarn, and then we will get started with the actual stitch along. So as always, don't forget to grab the bundle down below. It has the full pattern PDF, which is very easy for you to follow along, as well as the videos all included as well. So if you otherwise, if you want to find, there's also the free version of it on my blog, so you can go and check it out over there. And so let's get started. Okay, so for this specific part, I actually wanted to talk about how the limbs are angled slightly differently, and basically this is made in a kind of a horizontal plane so that it can sit down, whereas this one is actually made in more like a vertical, is bending downwards. So there is some kind of thought process behind why this is actually moving, is more angled downwards and this is more horizontal, which is basically what you will see in this subsequent tutorial parts. So now we are moving on to the right leg, which is very similar to the left leg, except that because we are finished off with the left leg, we need to start with a new set of yarn. So insert the hook into the two loops that are, the two stitches that are closest to the finished leg, as you can see here. And then we use a new set of grey yarn, and then we'll proceed to surface crochet onto the existing body. So we slip, basically we use the new yarn and then we slip knot both sides together just to anchor it down. So you can see I'm pulling it through, and then I'm starting off with a slip knot first just to tighten it and secure it down. After doing the slip knot and tightening it, then we will proceed on to start with the single crochet. So this slip knot is not counted as a stitch in the round. So we will start off round 1 of the right leg with an increase first. So this is the first in the round, and then we will insert a stitch marker at the start of the round. Remember to take note of the little notch that is the higher level later, but let's talk about the increase first. So we increase first. So there are 2 stitches in the first stitch, and then we will single crochet 1 before hitting the first upper level. So the next adjacent stitch is actually upper level, and then there are more upper levels after that, which is very similar to the others, to the left side that we did earlier. So we're going to start off with crocheting into the first upper level, like so over here. And then we continue into single crochet into the next upper level in the next stitch, like so. So all the stitches in between, we will not work into them, only the ones that are on the upper level, because we're trying to bring the rows together into a round. And then we work into the next, you can see where I'm landmarking, we will single crochet 1 in the next upper level again. We will continue doing this for the next few stitches, just so that for each upper level I'll show you how it looks like so that you can follow along. Then continue to single crochet 1 in the next upper level. You can see that the that particular part is narrowing together to form a contour also. And then we will continue with single crochet 1 in the next upper level. Okay, and then this is the part where actually we reach the highest level, and then it continues on with single crochet and 10 stitches on the higher level. So I'm doing the first stitch first on the highest level that we have reached, and then we will continue for another 9 single crochet stitches. As you can see here, I am actually surface crocheting onto an existing hole from the body, and we are doing it directly extending out from the body. So which means when we make the leg, it will be protruding outwards from the leg at a right degree, perpendicular degree, angle. So let me just finish up this round first, and then later on I'll explain to you what I mean. So we are finishing up the single crochet 10 stitches that was on the higher level, which I mentioned, and then we will reach the start of the round, which we landmark with a stitch marker right at the start. You should have a total of 18 stitches in round 1. So you can see the hollow that is the leg right now on the right side, and then we will continue to extend out in rounds. I won't show too much detail because the pattern is very similar for the other side, but here we finish all the way until round 3, and you can see that it's extending out, and then we will continue to contour until we reach round 12 like what we did for the other side. You can check out the pattern in the description below to see what I mean, or you can check out the other video for the left leg as well. So you can see both legs are done here and stuffed. So like I mentioned, it extends out perpendicular to the body because we surface crochet directly onto the body. So this particular tutorial, I'm talking about how you can contour the limbs in different directions without using any wires. So the first part was just showing you how the legs actually extend out, and I did not actually use any wire to bend it. But for the arms or the top part, you can see that I've intentionally made the number of stitches at the top more than at the bottom, which means that if we start to crochet on this, it's more likely to extend downwards rather than upwards. So I will show you what I mean later. So let's start off with the left arm first. We will start the left arm in the bottom right corner, and then we will continue to work in a clockwise direction. When we have finished the arm, then you can see how it looks different from the leg. So we start off with the bottom stitches, and then we will work into the top stitches. So we start on the right corner, and then likewise we also slip knot down first to secure it, and then we will proceed with single crochet 3 stitches at the bottom. So slip knot down first before you start the single crochet, just to secure it. Remember, it's not counted in the stitches. And then we'll start off with the first single crochet stitch, and then we'll put a stitch marker just to mark the start of the round. So here we are finishing up the 3 single crochet stitches in the bottom before we move on to the top part of the arm. Now turn the whole piece, and then we're going to work into the top stitches. So there are a total of 9 at the top. So we work first continue round 1 with single crochet 9 stitches at the top. So we work first in the corner, and then we continue in a clockwise direction for the rest of round 1. Okay, so we are finishing up round 1 here, the top part. So like I mentioned, there were 3 stitches at the bottom, and then there were 9 stitches at the top. So you should have a total of 12 stitches in the round. So you can see that the first round is completed here. Can you see with just the first round done, you can already see that the arm is angling down because we have actually had more stitches at the top than at the bottom, which tends to make the entire piece come down. So you can see that we have finished the left arm all the way until round 12, and you can see the cylinder is actually pointing downwards instead of outwards, whereas what we did just now for the leg was it was coming outwards rather than downwards. So this is how you make the angles slightly different. Now, like I mentioned, the leg is more perpendicular to the body because of the way we started the initial leg versus the way we started the arm is different, which is why they are both angled in different directions, even though there are no wires inside. And also there is no sewing involved. So the attachments are fairly secure at both the arm as well as the leg levels. Okay, so we'll finish off the detailing for the left arm, which is start round 13 with 3 double crochet popcorn stitches for a total of 3 sets to be done in white, which is very similar to what we did for the leg. So just quickly showing you how we finished off one of the popcorn stitches, and then we will finish up the rest of the left arm. You can follow the pattern description for more of how to make the left arm. So you can see that the left arm is completed here, and the left arm and the left leg, even though the pattern looks quite similar, but the different directions of both the arm and the leg, which is what this tutorial was all about. Then to make it symmetrical, we're going to do the same thing for the right arm, and then it will also similarly angle downwards, like what we did for the left arm. Perhaps next time I should do one arm which is protruding outwards and one that is downwards. But in this particular case, both of them will be pointing downwards in the same direction. Just so that it's easy to follow along, I just thought I'd show you that for the right arm, we're also starting in the bottom right corner, just like we did for the left arm. And then we will continue crocheting downwards. So you can see that both arms and both legs are done over here. And basically, this character that we're making is in a sitting position. And it also looks symmetrical on both sides. So since they're mirror images of each other, you can see both the arms and the legs directions are different for both the left side and the right side. So I hope this was useful in showing how you can change directions of your limbs without having to include any wires inside. Using this technique, we can actually change the direction of the limbs so that you can make the animal into a sitting posture. As you can see from this shape along, we have actually intentionally angled the legs and the arms in different directions so that actually the legs extend upwards in a horizontal plane, whereas the arms extend downwards in like a semi-vertical plane. So basically that was what I was trying to explain throughout the entire stitch along. So I hope that that was useful. And then remember to like and subscribe if you are enjoying this shape along. And please comment down below if you actually enjoy this, because I think it's more interesting than just following a crochet along, and at the end of it you still do get your mystery animal reveal. And don't forget to grab the bundle if you're interested in everything and would like to support me. And then I'll see you in the next part.